EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Grimes. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3-and-out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Grimes. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Now Grimes. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Willis now off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
With a carry, it's Grimes. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. They go play action with Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Grimes. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. McNally. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. The Colts at 4-7 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know,
the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Grimes. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts nothing.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. McNally. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always cost. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw, Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
It wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, McNally. A quick throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this taken in by Downs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. first and 10. Taylor. And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now a handoff up the middle. Grimes. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, Grimes, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Operating from the gun, McNally. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Miller, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Oh, he fakes the spike. He'll let one go deep for downs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They go play action with Willis. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check that. I believe in you, D. I believe in you.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The little football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Okay, ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check, hey. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On first down, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Throwing on first down. McNally got his open man. It's Mallory. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, McNally. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNally looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Josh Downs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Grimes. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Grimes. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Second and 15. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Escaping down the numbers. There he goes. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Malik Willis, 59 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
They actually want the quarterback to keep the ball on an RPO. You don't want to hand it off inside and let the running back gash you. You don't want him to throw it downfield to someone open. If he keeps it, there should be a group of people around him to keep him trapped. Instead, he finds a way to get out of there and finds his way going over the goal line and scoring a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On 1st and 10, McNally looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on 1st down. McNally finding Miller once more, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. McNally. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Trap 50. Check smash. Check smash.
Now Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McNally. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24.
Commanders 38, Colts 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On first down, McNally got his man complete over the middle. That's Lawson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw. McNally got a man complete to Miller. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Operating from the gun, McNally. That pass complete to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Back to throw. McNally. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was
touchdown Colts. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get a bit closer. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It's now 2nd and 6.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,